The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time there was a mother pig who had 3 little pigs. The 3 little pigs grew so big that their mother said to them, "You're too big to live here any more. You must go and build houses for yourselves, but take care that the wolf does not catch you." So the 3 little pigs set off. "We will take care that the wolf does not catch us," they said. Soon they met a man who was carrying some straw. "Please, will you give us some straw?" asked the first little pig. "I want to build a house for myself." "Yes," said the man, and he gave the first little pig some straw. Then the first little pig built himself a house of straw. He was very pleased with his house. He said, "Now the wolf won't catch me and eat me." "I shall build a stronger house than yours," said the second little pig. "I shall build a stronger house than yours too," said the third little pig. And the second little pig and the third little pig went along the road. Soon they met a man who was carrying some sticks. "Please, will you give us some sticks?" said the second little pig. "I want to build a house for myself." "Yes," said the man, and he gave the second little pig some sticks. And the second little pig built himself a house of sticks. It was stronger than the house of straw. The second little pig was very pleased with his house, and he said, "Now the wolf won't catch me and eat me." "I shall build a stronger house than yours," said the third little pig. The third little pig walked on along the road by himself. Soon he met a man who was carrying some bricks. "Please, will you give me some bricks?" said the third little pig. "I want to build a house for myself." "Yes," said the man, and he gave the third little pig some bricks. And the third little pig built himself a house of bricks. It took him a long time to build it, for it was very, very strong indeed. And the third little pig was very pleased with his house. He said, "Now the wolf won't catch me and eat me." The next day the wolf came along the road. He came to the house of straw which the first little pig had built. And when the first little pig saw the wolf, he ran inside his house and shut the door. The wolf knocked on the door. Little pig, let me come in." "No, no," said the little pig. "By the hair of my chinny chin chin, I will not let you come in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed, and he huffed and he puffed, and the house of straw fell down, and the wolf ate up the first little pig. The next day the wolf walked further along the road. He came to the house of sticks which the second little pig had built, and when the second little pig saw the wolf coming, he ran inside the house and shut the door. The wolf knocked on the door. Little pig, let me come in." "Oh, no, no, no," said the little pig. "By the hair of my chinny chin chin, I will not let you in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed, and he huffed and he puffed, and the house of sticks fell down, and the wolf ate up the second little pig. The next day the wolf walked further along the road. He came to the house of bricks which the third little pig had built. When the third little pig saw the wolf coming, he ran inside his house and he shut the door. The wolf knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no," said the little pig. "By the hair of my chinny chin chin, I will not let you come in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed, and he huffed and he puffed, but the house of bricks did not fall down. The wolf was very angry, but he pretended not to be. He thought, "This is a clever little pig. If I want to catch him, I must pretend to be his friend." So the wolf said, "Little pig, if you'll be ready at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'll take you to Farmer Smith's field, and we can find some nice turnips for dinner." "Very well," said the little pig. But the third little pig was clever, and he knew that the wolf just wanted to eat him. So the next morning, the third little pig set off for Farmer Smith's field at 5 o'clock. He filled his basket with turnips and he hurried home before it was 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, the wolf knocked on the little pig's door. "Are you ready, little pig?" he said. "Oh, I've been to Farmer Smith's field," said the little pig. "I filled my basket with some turnips and they're now cooking for my dinner." The wolf was very angry, but he pretended not to be. Then the wolf said, "If you will be ready at 5 o'clock in the morning, I will take you to Farmer Brown's apple tree and we can pick some red apples." "Very well," said Little Pig. The next morning, the little pig set off at 4 o'clock. He found the apple tree and he was up in the tree picking apples when the wolf came along. The little pig was very frightened, but he pretended not to be. He said, "Those are fine apples, Mr. Wolf. I'll throw you one." He threw down an apple, but it rolled away down the road and the wolf ran after it. So the little pig jumped down from the tree and ran home and shut his door quickly. The wolf was very angry, but he still pretended not to be. He went to the little pig's house and knocked on the door. "Little pig," he said, "if you'll be ready at 4 o'clock this afternoon, I will take you to the fair. We will have some fun on the swings and roundabouts." "Very well," said the little pig. At 2 o'clock, the little pig set off for the fair. He had great fun riding on the swings and on the roundabouts, and he bought himself a butter churn. It looked like a big barrel. As Little Pig was coming home, he saw the wolf coming up the hill. Little Pig was so frightened, he jumped inside his butter churn, and the butter churn began to roll over and over down the hill. It rolled faster and faster, and it knocked the wolf down. The wolf did not know what had knocked him down. He was so frightened, he ran away as quickly as he could. Little Pig jumped out of his butter churn and carried it home. The next day, the wolf came and knocked on Little Pig's door. He said, "Little Pig, I did not get to the fair yesterday. A great big thing came rolling down the hill and knocked me over." "Ha ha," said the little pig. "That was me inside my butter churn." When the wolf heard this, he was very, very, very angry indeed. He said, "Little pig, I'm going to eat you up. I'm going to climb down your chimney and get you." The little pig was very frightened, but he said nothing. He put a big pot of water on the fire to boil, and the wolf climbed onto the roof and started to come down the chimney. The little pig took off the lid from the pot, and into the pot fell the wolf with a big splash. And that was the end of the wolf. The third little pig was far too clever for him.